So, hey, Vince Russo, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
No problem, bro. Where you from in Ireland? Where you from?
Belfast.
Oh, I've heard of Belfast. I've been to Dublin once, but that's about it. So how far away are you from Dublin?
It depends how many drinks I've had before driving, really.
So is it a drive? Is it like a couple of hours or what?
It's about 90 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad.
But if I ever get a good new album, I like to take about 2 hours to really realize how shit modern music is, you know?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Yep.
So, Vince, one of the things I really wanted to ask you about on this is the fact that like I've been listening to you doing podcasts and doing interviews for a long, long time. And I've wanted to ask you about certain stuff, like internet rumors and shit like that, just to get confirmation about them. But I've tried to keep it down to stuff that you've not spoken about as much.
Okay.
But before I get to that, I just want to tell you a very cool story about Scott Steiner.
Okay.
As I'm sure you would remember this, of course, you've been on this program over in England called Wrestle Talk TV.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
And the host was this complete, well, I'll say it, you don't have to say it, but he was a complete arsehole. And he was coming at you with all these fake facts and made up numbers and all this shit. And somebody brought this up to Scott Steiner, and he said to us, and because they were talking about the end of WCW, Scott Steiner said to us, Vince Russo isn't to blame for a single thing that went wrong in WCW. He said all the trouble was started way before you even came in.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's absolutely true, bro. It was a mess the day that we walked in the door, bro. Yes, I appreciate Scott saying that, but I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah, because he said that you tried to do so much there, but all you ever got was, oh, that doesn't work for me, or I can't do that, or we're going to go in a different direction. And it's like, what's he supposed to do?
Yeah, no, I try my best, bro. That's all that matters. I mean, I tried my absolute best, but I don't know, bro. I don't think anybody would have succeeded in that position, man. It was just a really tough spot.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think you get unfairly shit on, and I say that to everybody.
Yeah, no, I mean, I tend to agree with you, bro.
Well, let's get into.
Bro, is that a scar on your face?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got a couple of scars.
What happened? What's that from?
Oh, I fell over on the table when I was a kid and I broke my jaw.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow, how many stitches did that take?
Oh, it was plastic surgery.
Oh, really? It was that bad, huh, bro?
Yeah, you could see my teeth and all through here.
Oh, wow. How young were you?
About 7, I think.
And what, you just fell, bro, on like a table?
Yeah, it was because, you know, there used to be one of those cornered edges and I landed right into it.
Oh, man. That must have hurt like hell, bro.
Oh, well, luckily it knocked me out completely.
Oh, did it really?
Oh, yeah.
So when you got to surgery and everything, then you were out then. You didn't feel anything.
Yeah, and the worst thing is I only got 4 days off school.
Oh, my. 4 days?
Yeah, it's like I wasted my time then.
Well, so, bro, you said you got a few scars, bro. What do you got? What are you getting in scuffles over there, bro?
Yep.
Yeah.
But this scar here is also from falling over. You can't really see it. And then I've got I don't know if you can see that scar in the back of my ear.
Yeah, bro.
I got into a fight and somebody grabbed me by the ears and headbutt me.
Oh my God, bro.
But I won, Vince. Don't worry, I won.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I hope the other guy looks worse than you, bro.
Yeah, he was bald by the time he was 15. But hey, let's get into the gossipy, rumory stuff, because this is the stuff. To get talking to you about this, it's just been like, please, Santa.
Yeah, no, absolutely, bro. I'm always gonna shoot straight, bro. I'm a grandpa now. I'm gonna be 58 years old. I've got nothing to lie about. Some stuff I don't remember, bro. If I don't remember something, I'll tell you. But I'm never gonna lie about anything, bro.
That's all we could need from a person, really.
Yeah.
So the big rumor I'd heard, well, one of the big rumors I'd heard was back in 1999, and even in 1998, Stone Cold Steve Austin was not so much difficult backstage, but he would flat out refuse certain storylines, like, well, goddamn, Vince, that doesn't work for me. So one of the rumors I've always heard about, was it true that there was plans for a Stone Cold Steve Austin versus a Jeff Jarrett feud?
Yeah, first of all, let me tell you something. Steve never one time said, I won't do that. Never. Never to me, ever. And all the time I work with him, never. Steve Austin used to work for Jeff's father, Jerry Jarrett. Okay, bro? And he has some really, really bad memories working with Jerry Jarrett. A lot of it has to do with pay. Like, Austin felt that, like, Jerry Jarrett never paid him anything. There was a time, bro, when Steve was working for Jerry Jarrett, bro, he used to live on boiled potatoes. That's all he could afford, bro. So when Jeff Jarrett came to the WWE, Steve told me, I never want to work with him. That's how much he despised Jeff's father. And he said, I never want to work with Jeff Jarrett. Don't ever book me with Jeff Jarrett. And, bro, like, after about a year, I thought that maybe Steve forgot about that. So I actually tried to kind of sneak in the back door and get him in a little angle with Jeff, and he would have none of it. But you got to understand, he told me beforehand, do not book me in an angle with Jeff. Bro, that was the only time. I mean, outside of that, he never, ever had a problem with anything.
See, even just hearing that, it's like my mom saying, it's extra big breakfast for Christmas Day.
Yeah, but that's the God honest truth, bro. That's the honest truth.
What about the rumors that well, obviously Ken Shamrock won the was booked to win the 1998 King of the Ring, but the big rumor at the time was that was supposed to lead to a Ken Shamrock versus Steve Austin feud, which Austin also shut down. Is there any truth to that?
Absolutely not. None of that is true, bro. Absolutely not. None of it.
Do you think that
bro, Steve Austin, let me tell you one thing about Steve Austin. As much as a mega star that he was, bro, he did not have an ego. He never pulled that power trip stuff ever. And all that stuff you just told me is absolutely not true.
It's almost like that guy Meltzer would print fake news.
Bro, listen, these guys have sources. They never tell you who their sources are. Their sources are guys in the locker room that, usually have an axe to grind, usually have some kind of an agenda. So, you got to take that stuff into consideration when Meltzer reports something. Somebody's passing that along to him, and somebody usually has an axe to grind.
Well, I gotta tell you this. So I remember you said that Survivor Series '98 was your greatest booking.
Yeah,
I've got to give you the fully loaded 1999, because that's the one pay-per-view out of any WrestleMania, any SummerSlam. That's the only pay-per-view I can watch from start to finish. Often it's genius, and every match is fucking amazing, and there's a cool
What was the main event in that one, bro? Because I don't remember. What was the main event?
Oh, that was Austin versus The Undertaker in the First Blood match.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Was it ever awkward backstage of how often Austin versus Undertaker happened, yet their matches weren't so great?
So what are you asking me?
Basically, what was the feeling backstage like? We're coming up to about 20 years ago, they did that Rock Bottom pay-per-view, the Buried Alive.
Right.
And the match was, it was average at best. Was there any awkward feeling backstage when like two big names would have a bad match?
Nah, bro, if anything, they would get down on themselves. You know what I mean, bro? Steve and Taker were really, really good friends, and they were really tight. And if they had a match that they felt didn't live up to their expectations, I mean, they would really get down on themselves and they would just make sure they have a better match the next time. But they were pretty tight backstage, bro.
And Texan boys.
Yeah.
Speaking of Texan boys, there was plans for a Steve Austin versus a Billy Gunn feud.
Nope.
No?
No.
I always thought that Billy Gunn, much like Ken Shamrock, they were guys that I think could have gone on to be.
Yeah, bro, I'll tell you what the problem was. There were two problems. First of all, with Ken Shamrock, bro, I love Ken Shamrock, man. I think he's awesome. But a lot of the issues with Ken Shamrock were like contractually, bro. And I was never involved in that. So, like, I think that kind of slowed him down a bit. The thing with Billy Gunn that I think hurt him a little bit was when you put him together with Road Dogg in the New Age Outlaws. Road Dogg was so great on the mic, and that was not Billy's forte. And I just think the fact that Road Dogg was so good and, you know, Billy, you know, was not the best on the mic, I think that held him back. Because, bro, I tell everybody, I think Billy was the greatest athlete I ever worked with. I think he was the best athlete I've ever worked with in the wrestling business.
Do you think there's a fair claim to say that Billy Gunn is the greatest tag team wrestler of all time?
I think that's fair to say. Yeah, bro. I mean, he's a great worker, man. He looks like $1 million, man.
Have you seen him these days?
Yeah, I have. Yes. Yes, absolutely, man. Yep.
Even when I say his name, I gotta suck my gut in.
Yeah.
So, as you may or may not have guessed, I'm a total mark and a bit of a nerd, and I know I hide it very well, and that's shocking news to you. But one of the great backstage rumors that marks like us get into is the fact that The Rock and Shawn Michaels apparently had real life backstage heat throughout '98 and from like '96 up to '98. So can you give any sort of information or comment on that?
Bro, there's really nothing. I mean, I would agree that I don't think Shawn really liked Rock. I don't know why. But as far as there even being a single incident where something happened backstage between the two, never happened, bro. Never. And I think a lot of that has to do with, especially on the Rock side, bro, the guy was such a pro. I mean, in the way he carried himself, in the way he handled business, he would have never allowed anything like that to happen. So if there was any heat, bro, it never came to a head. There was never a fight. There was never an argument. There was never anything like that.
Well, what's it like for you to be someone who knew him, who used to know The Rock as, that new guy, Dwayne? Tonight, can you go see his films and escape the fact that this guy used to pester me for promo lines?
No, not at all, bro, because, I tell people this all the time, and I've dealt with like thousands of wrestlers. Bro, the reason The Rock is where he's at, bro, he was smarter than every other wrestler I ever worked with. He was so smart. And I knew it when I was working with him. I knew it that he was smarter than everybody else, bro. And I mean, I knew he was going to go far. I mean, that didn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, I interviewed Bruce Pritchard about 10 days ago, and he said to me that the thing about The Rock that's amazing that he's still the exact same guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt. I haven't seen him, bro, I haven't seen him in like 20 years. But I would believe that he's the same exact guy.
Yeah, although there's no forgiving that Baywatch film he made. That was awful.
Oh, yeah.
What was the plans at the start of the year? What was the stuff planned for DX for later in '98?
Bro, we never wrote that way, bro. I mean, they might write that way now. They might have written that way before us. Bro, we really didn't have like long-term plans. We wrote the shows like very organically, bro. We wrote them like week to week. Maybe we had an idea of like what the main event was going to be at WrestleMania or something, but we never had everything planned out for everybody. We just didn't write that way, bro, because the way we wrote was we listened to the people, and we paid very, very close attention to the ratings, and we let those things dictate the direction of the company. So we never boxed ourselves in that, okay, this is where we're going to go creatively and we're not going to move off this. We never did that, bro.
Well, I'm just going to make up some sort of rumor and say that, I don't know, Shawn Michaels versus, I'll get back to that one, but I'm just kind of a liar. That's just the way I am.
Yeah.
but speaking of factions and stuff, when you went to WCW in later 99, early 2000, the NWO was reformed, the black and silver. But then, of course, Bret Hart get kicked in the head by that goof Goldberg. So the question I would ask you, or the question I'd love to know is, what were your initial plans going into that NWO reunion story?
Well, bro, one of the things I was going to do was when I got to WCW, Bret was being so underutilized. And having worked with him for so many years at the WWE, I wanted to put Bret back in a position of prominence. So we were going to reform a very, very strong NWO. And, Bret was going to be a main piece to that, bro. But unfortunately, getting kicked in the head, that really messed him up, and that messed up all our plans.
I think that the NWO gimmick, I think it's the greatest gimmick ever. And I'm a WWE mark, but I just think that NWO, and I think it could still work today with if you kept like a core 3 to 4 people.
Yeah.
Like you put like a Drew McIntyre and a Becky Lynch and me and I don't know, Lesnar. Have Lesnar be like an NWO guy that rarely turns up, but when he does turn up, you think someone's going to get stabbed.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just love that gimmick. But I got a question for you, Vince. You're sort of known for being quite accessible and interactive with fans, wrestling fans, but is it ever difficult talking to fans? Because I went to this Bruce Pritchard live show the other night, and I was looking around the room, and I thought, they're kind of weird.
Kind of weird, like how? Like, what do you mean?
Like I know I'm nerdy, but these guys, it was like they were dressing up in fancy dresses, nerds.
Yeah. Bro, that's the thing. It's like I like having interaction with and I hate using the word fans. I hate that. But people that support me, I like interacting with them. But yeah, bro, like I think sometimes they take it way too seriously. And like there are so many times where I'll say, guys, it was just a television show. That's all it is. It's a television show, and I think it's great that you enjoy it and you're fans of it. I think that's great. But it's like, man, I see people become obsessive over it. And, bro, I think when you become obsessive over anything, I just don't think that's good, man, and I don't think that's healthy. And I'll tell people that sometimes. I'll say to them, bro, if you're paying this much attention to wrestling, you're probably neglecting something in your life that's very important.
Yeah, true.
I tell them that all the time.
Yeah, and plus, I don't like it when fans go on about kayfabe, because they've got no problem when Bryan Cranston's hanging around with Aaron Paul and they're promoting Breaking Bad DVDs. But if Shawn Michaels is seen having a coffee with John Cena, they're all shitting themselves.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, bro. Some of them just take it way too far.
I've got to ask you this question, and this is something you've answered many, many times, but I've just got to ask you for today. Like, it's inevitable you're going to go into the Hall of Fame. Like, whether it's this year or next year or whatever, it won't be this year because the Hall of Fame's already happened. Whether it's next year or the year after. So if you could pick anyone to induct you into the Hall of Fame, would it be the Headbangers?
No, bro, first of all, that's never going to happen. In a million years, in your lifetime, in my lifetime, that's never going to happen. So, like, I don't even think about that. I don't even think about, you know, who I don't even think, bro. I don't even if there was some kind of a miracle and they did offer it, bro, I don't even think I would accept it, to be honest with you.
Well, I think you do yourself real disservice saying that, Vince, because it wasn't for you. Like I've been a mark since I was, I think 1990 or 91 is when I remember watching WWE for the first time. And the best era ever was 96 to 99. And I'm not just saying that because you are paying me for this interview. But I think that was the glory days. And I don't think it's a coincidence that it kind of went to shit after around, what was it, SummerSlam 99 or just before?
Yeah, I think we left in September of '99, so it would have been right after SummerSlam.
Yeah, but that's But I know if I could pick anyone for you to be inducted by, it's got to be Glenn Gilberti.
Oh God,
that's the.
Hey, you know what, bro? It might be worth doing it if it's Glenn Gilberti. Now that might be worth doing it.
There you maybe his Hall of Fame induction speech would be so good that would be getting him inducted into the WWE.
Well, bro,
Hall
maybe
of Fame.
what happens is he inducts me in the Hall of Fame, but I pull a swerve and I take my induction and I give it to Glenn.
This is
now something like that would be worth it to me.
See, now that's ratings, that's network subscriptions. That would be amazing if there was a storyline done in a Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah.
Vince, you have to take that off.
Bro, do you know I was having that conversation with Chyna not long before she died, and I was telling her, if you ever get inducted into the Hall of Fame, I said, and you're up there at the podium on, live TV, I said, you got to cut a promo on them, not accept the nomination, leave the trophy right on the desk. I said, people will be talking about you till the end of time. And we were honestly talking about that. I don't know if she would have done it, but we talked about it.
Can you see Chyna being inducted into the Hall of Fame, or do you think that hate's never gonna?
I don't know, bro. I can't predict what they do. Like I don't know what they're doing anymore, bro. It is such a different company than when I worked there. I have no idea. I can't predict anything they do anymore.
The only thing they do these days is they push up and-comers such as Kane and Triple H.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So different from back in your day.
Now, bro, I'm mesmerized by that badass scar that you have. Bro, you don't tell people you fell as a kid. I mean, don't you tell people like 20 guys jumped you and you had a fight? I mean, I hope you make it a real macho story, bro.
Yeah, that's actually part of my old stand-up comedy bits, if you're interested.
Go ahead, let me hear it, man. Let me hear it.
Okay, we'll say, so, you go, so I was, a lot of people ask me about the scar, and I tell you, okay, I'll tell you a quick story. So I'm walking home with these two models, really beautiful models, and 10 ninjas jump out of nowhere. So I say to the 3 models, hey, wait there, girls. I've got to fight these 20 ninjas. So the 5 girls wait there, the 10 models. So I walk over to the 30 ninjas and I say, guys, I don't want any trouble. Maybe back off because I don't want to hurt all 50 of you. So the 20 models that I met are standing behind me. And I say, okay, you 50, go get a champagne. I can pay for it. I'll just deal with these 100 ninjas. So I take out the 1,000 ninjas in about 4 seconds. It didn't really get my clothes dirty. I took the 5,000 women back to my room, did them all. It didn't even take me long. They were all exhausted. So I was walking out to go make them lunch, and I tripped over my penis and landed on the other end of my penis.
Very nice. I like that. Very nice. Very nice.
And that's a true story. And I gotta ask you, I see the box set of him in the background, and it's someone that I used to love, and I can't stand him anymore.
Who's that?
What do you think about how Howard Stern has changed?
Bro, I gotta tell you, like, you know, he was a big inspiration to me. But bro, like, I'll be honest with you, I think he changed because of age. I mean, bro, the guy's in his mid-60s now. I mean, I don't know how anybody could expect him to do stuff that he was doing like in his 30s. I think he just got older, bro, and I think he just mellowed out.
But I've got to say, the fact that he would ban people like Gilbert from the show.
Yeah, I don't like that. That stuff. Yeah, he's banned a lot of people from the show. I don't agree with that. No.
And I also don't like how he's being portrayed as a feminist these days, because he used to do the Miss Butterface contest. It's like, there's that female empowerment.
Bro, I was just thinking about that today. Remember when they used to throw bologna at their asses? Remember they used to do that, bro? Can you imagine that today? Can you imagine, bro?
See, just before I come up to the final question here, Vince, can you do an Irish accent?
Oh gosh, bro, I don't think so, man. I can't, bro. I can't. I love it though. I absolutely love it. I think it's awesome, bro. The only accent I have an issue with, like, bro, I went to the UK. I love that. I went to Ireland. I love that. But bro, like, when you get to like Scotland, and you got like a guy like Grado.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. I didn't know what they were saying, bro. Like, it's funny, bro, because half of the people you could understand, but then the other half of the people you can't understand. It was weird to me, bro. Bro, I swear to God, I've had a lot of conversations with Grado. I have no idea what he's saying.
You know, Conan says that when he speaks to Grado, that he makes Grado do it in a cowboy accent because it's the only way he can understand him.
Yeah, bro, he used to do that to me in a New York accent. Grado used to talk to me like in perfect New York. And I used to say, bro, please talk to me that way so I know what you're saying.
So, Vince, this is the big question that everything relies on. The Spice Girls are back. Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Well, bro, unfortunately, my favorite one isn't back because my favorite one is Posh. Always has been.
Well, I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. The correct answer was Baby Spice.
And why is that, bro?
Because she's got a nice big round arse.
Arse, okay. Bro, is that saying the other four didn't have nice round arses?
They did, but Baby's the only one that's held up in 2018.
Okay, so you're basing it on today then?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough.
That's fair. But even back in the day, Baby Spice, she's the only one that seemed like the normal one, where she would eat junk food and not care about, ooh, my legs.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Vince, I just really want to thank you for coming and taking the time to do this. I'm a huge fan of you for decades. The fact that you would take the time at all is amazing, and thank you so much.
Bro, when are you putting this up, if you don't mind me asking?
Possibly Wednesday.
Okay, I just want to say to everybody out there listening, man, you know, right now, bro, over on the brand, you guys know I do a show every single day of the week. I got a different co-host every day. For the month of December, bro, if you've never been a part of the brand, you get a month for free. No long-term commitment, bro. You can go try it for free for 30 days. You just got to do it in the month of December. Just go to russosbrand.com. It's my Christmas gift to you, bro.
And it's a bargain because there's so much old content and new content coming out all the time. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's free. Absolutely free. No strings attached.
There you go. Vince, thank you so much for your time.
All right, bro. You're welcome. Thank you, man.
Okay, and have a Merry Christmas to you and your family.
You too, my friend.
All right, Vince. Take care now.
Keep away from those ninjas, bro.